What's up, guys? Hey, I made the wife record a what it's like to be on the road kind of a deal for you guys. We got a few of you that have girlfriends or wives, and they're not sure they want to be on the road. So she did a little perspective of what it's like. She kind of explains a little bit about what she does while I'm gone to work. So everybody enjoy.
My name's Eliza Schofield, and I'm Jake's wife. We have had a lot of requests for a video about me and how I like being a welder's wife. So this video is about me and what I don't like about being a welder's wife. What I can say is that I actually really love it. I love being able to go wherever Jake's job takes us and being able to be a family. We can go wherever he goes. We can take our dogs, and our house moves so we can go wherever his job takes us. I do also like being able to travel to different places and not be stuck in one place. If we're stuck in one place too long, we both kind of get a little antsy, but we know we have to be here for a job or wherever we're at. We know we're there for a reason, but at the same time, we're always like, well, we could go here or we could go there. So that's always that's a fun part about being a welder's wife. You get to explore a new country or a new place, experience new things, that kind of stuff. So that's always fun. Another thing that may be hard for some people, like when you're out on the road, is being lonely or bored. I remember telling Jake when I first started going on the road with him, I told him, oh, it's like the third or fourth day I was there, I was like, I'm bored. And he's like, if you're bored, then you can go back to where I was going to school. So he's like, you can go back to Laramie, you can go back to school, you don't have to be here. So ever since then, I didn't say I was bored. I just found things to preoccupy my time. Everywhere we go, I make a friend, try to make friends in the campground that I'm at. Right now I'm really lucky with the ladies that are here because they are so nice. And we work out, we go and take our dogs for a walk, we go get our nails done, we have cookouts all the time. It's always nice to have someone who understands what you're going through, and all these ladies understand. We're all in the same boat. I had Peyton Shue, her husband was a welder with Jake on the job, and my friend Haley, her husband's a lineman, so she does the same thing. Even though she's not a welder's wife, her husband does the same thing. He travels everywhere, he goes to different places for jobs and that kind of stuff, so she gets where she gets it. So I always recommend making a friend. I know it's hard, some people are antisocial, but I was an antisocial person, but once I realized wherever I was, I couldn't just hang out by myself all day, so I started making friends. And they help, I promise, they really help. They help the time pass. They're always there for you. They always know what you're going through, so you could talk to them, or they can help you figure something out. The one thing I don't like is sometimes we're pretty far away from our families, which is okay. You know, we don't have to be so close to them, but that sometimes gets hard. And for people who are new girlfriends or wives that are new on the road, that could be really hard for them. So what I recommend for you men is, understand that they are used to being probably close to their family or close to their friends or things like that. So you need to understand that it's hard for them as well as it's hard for you. You don't have to be super sympathetic, but help them through it. Don't just be like, oh, you're fine, toughen up. Be like, oh, okay, that's okay. Well, how about you go, give them some ideas, or just help. Don't just let them be, because if you let them be, then there's going to be breakdowns and crying, and you don't want that, I promise. So just help them get where they're coming from. A great thing is I have a friend probably in every state of the United States. So wherever we go, I could probably go to, visit or, that kind of stuff. What I do recommend though, as a welder's wife, you never know when the job's going to end. Neither does your husband or your boyfriend. They never know when the job's going to end. So you have to be okay with dragging up, is what they call it. the first time Jake called me and was like, hey, he's like, get the camper ready, we're jug up and we're headed to North Dakota. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I'd never been in that situation before. I never done this. So now I'm a pro at it. Well, not really pro, but when he's ready to, like, when he gets a new job, our camper it takes me about an hour to get our camper ready to go, and we're ready to go get on the road and go to the next job. So as a wife, just be flexible. Don't make them feel guilty that you're going to the next job. Don't discourage it. Don't be a brat about it. I've been told a few times that I was a brat about the situation, and I look back on it now, and I was. And it was really hard for my husband to move on to the next job, and all he's trying to do is support us and, make a living and that kind of stuff. And I should not have been a brat about it. So be supportive to your husband. That's number one key, especially on test days. Test days are hard for them. They have a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. They don't know how the test's going to break. They don't know if the inspector is going to be picky or not. So you have to be supportive. Give in the morning, don't let them know that you're stressed, but be like, I know your test is coming up. You're going to do great. Just push, help, just support. You have to be each other's support system when you're on the road. You cannot be that person that's like, sorry, I was gonna sneeze. Don't be the person that's the negative Nancy. A support system on the road is the best thing that you can have. And when you're on the road, normally it's just you and your other significant other, so your husband or your boyfriend. So whatever the situation is, be supportive no matter what. Also, talk things through. As a welder's wife, like I said, you are their support system. And when you're on the road, it's usually just you and him. So if something happens or you guys are not getting along or anything like that, you have to talk it through. No one's going to help you. No one's going to be that middle person, and you don't ever want a middle person. But you have to talk things through. And it can explode. It can get way worse than it was in the first place, or way worse than it should have been at all. These things I'm telling you are just from experience. I love being on the road with Jake. It's fun. I've learned a lot of new things. I've met a lot of new people, and no matter where we're at, I always find things to preoccupy my time. I don't sit at a trailer all day. I don't want Netflix all day. I just get out of the trailer. Get out of the trailer. When I was first with Jake on the road, we were in Greeley, and I didn't have any friends, or just had not made a friend yet, because our one of the gals had not moved to the campground yet that I was best friends with, and I stayed in the trailer all day with my dog. And it was really hard for me, and that's why I got so lonely. I got not depressed, but I was sad, and it really kind of hindered the situation, because Jake, we wanted to be together. We wanted to have that, not have to drive 7 hours to each other or anything like that. So we wanted to make this work. But with me staying in the trailer and not making friends and not doing anything, it really hindered our relationship. So get out of the trailer. Don't feel sad for yourself if you're stuck in the trailer. Go out, do something. It's hard to get a job because, like I said, you don't know when the job's gonna end. But if you are, willing to just get a job and then maybe have to leave the next week or the next month, or 3 months from you get the job, if you're fine with that, that's great. But at the same time, you have to think about your employer too. So think about that situation. So if you don't get a job, find things to do. I love to cricket. I love to sew. I love to shoot my bow. I do that by myself. I go get my nails done. I do my makeup. Don't let yourself get in a funk. Make yourself get out. Make yourself, get up, do your hair, do your makeup. Even though you're not doing anything, do it. Those are just some of the things that like helped me through my first, I guess not even my first. Now they still help me through being a welder's wife now. Again, but you have to be so supportive to your husband. You are his support team. He's your support team. You have to make it work no matter the situation. Yes, it's hard. Yes, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for everybody, but try it. Don't not try it because you're like, I don't want to be on the road. Like, I don't want to try it. Everyone has to try it. I've been doing this my whole life. My dad's a welder as well. So the thing that I learned when I was growing up is it was hard for my mom to be stuck at home 10, 15 hours away from my dad. And sorry, there's a fly flying around. So it was really hard for my mom to be stuck away from my dad for so long. My dad was gone for months. We couldn't see him because me and my brother were in school. My mom had a full-time job. We had 2 dogs. We had a house. Like, it was, it's hard to get up and go and leave when you have all those things and those commitments, I guess is what you'd say. So, let's see. It was last summer. My little brother graduated from high school, and they decided to go be with my dad on the road, which was awesome. They loved it. They had so much fun, but it was hard for my mom because it was something new. She hadn't done it before. This was her first time going on the road with my dad, and I had been doing it for probably almost 3 years. And when she went out, so I was telling her, I was like, find things to do. Get out of the house. Like, you and Cal, my little brother, need to get out of the house. Like, you can't, like I said, it's not for everybody. She loved it. She had fun. And so they still do it every once in a while. You don't have to fully commit to it if you guys do have a house or, an apartment or a lease on something or, but, try it. All I can say is try it, because if you don't try it, then you're not going to know. And if you try it, you might end up really loving it like I did and do. And it could be great for you guys. It could be what you were looking for, what you need. I don't know. It could be perfect for you. Perfect fit. This is a perfect fit for me. We were actually talking about goals and things last night, because you want to have goals. You want to set goals for yourself when you're out on the road. Even in real life, you want goals to strive for. And so I was like, well, I don't even know what I'm shooting for. But in the long run, I do know what I'm shooting for. I want to be able to, be my husband's support group. And I want to, like I said, I love to shoot my bow. I want to be able to go on a bear hunt with my bow. That's a goal for me. So I have to practice and I have to get to that. So that's what I do during the day. I sell makeup with Unique. I want to be one of their top presenters. So I'm striving to be one of their top presenters. So I'm getting, and I have goals, and that's what keeps me preoccupied. So don't let life slip away while you're on the road. Like, this is your life. So live it to the fullest and make sure that you get what you want out of your life at the same time that you are getting, you have your husband, you're on the road, you're doing all these new things, but don't let yourself go, and make sure that you stay happy and positive and talk things through. Those are the most important things that I can share with you guys. And I think that's everything. And if you guys have any more questions, you can always email us at schofieldwelding@gmail.com, and we will answer email. I'm the office person, so I email if needed. We have our Facebook page, Schofield Welding, so go like us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, and we're gonna actually start doing more videos with me in it. So I'm part of this team, and we make a great team on the road. So thank you guys for requesting this video. I like sharing these things with everybody. So be blessed and have a great rest of your day.